podcast came out on this date, and Primink's documentary, Kyle's documentary came out on this date. So that's how long that she was pressed and depressed and stressed and looking a mess. She ran to Kyle Keane talking about, please help, please take on this case, I need revenge, please Kyle, you're as boring as I am, us plain Janes, we have to stick together. The girls really had some hot takes. They went as far as to say that all my tattoos are fake, even my face tattoos, drawn on with Sharpie. So I had to show Jessie smiles. Things could get tragic.
And the internet, sweetheart, of course, had a retaliation.
So the Do We Know Them podcast, they put out a whole episode yesterday exposing me, saying that my tattoos are not real, that I'm not funny, that I cross all the lines and the boundaries.
Like tattooing children on you, other people's children, is kind of crossing a line.
I mean, it's beyond, and again, it has nothing to do with it.
He doesn't strike me as like a comedian. It's just like...
First of all, I want to thank these girlies for putting on that show. I'm a chronic insomniac, and listening to them both talk, I slept good for the first time in years. But since we're questioning authenticity, I really love this picture that you posted.
Does this look fake?
But props to Jessie because she moved on from this ordeal. Lily is the one that held a grudge for a century and is probably still crying in the shower to this day because I clocked her tea expeditiously. And later, E.J. Gibney had disappeared and gone into hiding, but then his addiction to researching me, it started gnawing at him. And he decided he had to get back in the field. So he created a fake TikTok with a different alias. My best friend Erin is an absolute genius, and she created an account and she reached out to Gibney. She said, I'm an independent researcher myself, and I have one goal in mind. Take down internet's sweetheart. Gibney fell right into her arms, and he had a new bestie. So what we discovered from Gibney's messages with Erin, he quite literally was stalking me and was severely obsessed with my entire life to the point that it was causing relationship issues between him and his partner. So, first of all, let me just say, I will never lie to my audience, and I will not beat around the bush, because I love and respect all of you guys that watch me, and I wouldn't have a platform at all if it wasn't for you guys. But there's a little bit of truth behind the accusations. But, as I just said, it's a little tiny minuscule amount of truth. Here's the big bombshell that is meant to destroy my reputation and take away from my platform. Some of my content is fabricated. Oh my God, welcome to the internet. People fabricate stuff online constantly. People do fake skits. People do fake pranks. A lot of influencers do get exposed for straight up lying and manipulating their viewers for clout or money or whatever. And this is what Primink says is basically what I'm doing. He says that I'm guilty of that. That is not me. I have content that is 100% real. Most of my content is real. My primary goal is to entertain you guys, period. And even the small amount of content that I've made that's manufactured and fabricated, my intentions are never to deceive you guys. My goal is to entertain you guys, shock you, expose people who need to be exposed, and put people in their place. The problem is that what Kyle Keane has done, he has said that all of my content is fake. All of it. Nothing on my page is real. That is the biggest bunch of bullshit I've ever heard. First of all, I have never ever once gotten I've never once gotten in front of a camera and said, hey guys, all my content is 100% real all the time. I'm a troll. My content is not for people who are sensitive or easily offended. To me personally, entertainment is about pushing boundaries, doing things that are outside of the norm, doing crazy shit for views that nobody's ever seen or done before. That's entertainment to me. That's comedy. Nobody gets physically harmed as a result of my videos. The troll tattoos are quite literally ink-based drawings on my skin. They do not hurt any human being on earth. I bully people who are bullies, and I sometimes act insane for views. I'm a certified clout chaser. I have no problem owning that. But what really pisses me off about the narrative that Kyle Keane is pushing, he is discrediting real fucking content that I'm making, exposing actual monsters and people who have done horrible things. Every single criminal exposed video that I've done is 100% real. That person is real. The crime they committed is real. You can Google it, look up every single one of these, verify with news articles, arrest records, etc. So what Kyle Keane has done is he's placed a blanket statement over all of my content and says it's all fake. And the work that I'm trying to accomplish by exposing these people who have done horrific things, he's discrediting all of that. Rapists, domestic violence, animal abuse, hit and run murder, bestiality, necrophilia, all this shit is real, and these people need to be held accountable. But Primink's viewers are mostly children, which is another thing that's creepy as hell about him. But anyway, these kids are dumb. They're impressionable. They 100% believe everything that he tells them about my content being fake. So they're spreading straight up misinformation along with him. And now even some other content creators are treating his documentary like it's the truth. And my haters are using it to say, ha ha, see, he's a piece of shit. He's a fraud. We were right about him all along, because they want their lick back. I dragged the fuck out of them and they never recovered. And now they want to ruin my reputation, and I'm not going for it at all. On top of the fake content allegations, Kyle Keane implies that I'm a pedophile, a racist, a con artist, a fraud, a thief, a liar, that I'm currently on drugs. He discredits my recovery from addiction and my whole life story and the trauma and hardships that I've endured. He's discredited all of that and said that I'm currently on drugs and I never got sober, which is fucking, it's a garbage thing to do to somebody who's actually in recovery. He posted my private medical records, talked about my expunged criminal record. He claims that I'm immoral and exploitative and I do bad things for views. But why is it okay for him to exploit my addiction and my mental illness for views, insinuating I'm a pedophile and a racist with no proof or receipts to back that up? Why is that okay for him to do? And why does he want to take me down so badly anyway? Like, could it be that his content sucks and he wishes he had the platform and fan base that I do? Food for thought. Most of the people tattooed on me that I've trolled, they're real people who I had real beef with. But Prim says they're all paid actors, they're AI, they're just random people, which I'm also, you know, I can also disprove that. There's plenty of evidence that, like, people that are tattooed on me went on to make response videos, and, like, how can that be AI? That's fucking ridiculous. But this man has no sense of humor either. He's like a total moron. He has no awareness of anything, or he just plays stupid. I don't know what it is, but it would tear him apart inside to laugh at one of my jokes. So everything just seems to go, you know, right over his head. He doesn't laugh at anything. I'm sorry. Actually, he does giggle. He giggles a lot, but you know what he giggles at? His own jokes. And I know some people say my voice is annoying and I sound like SpongeBob or the Joker, whatever. Clock my tea. But you cannot sit in my face and tell me that this isn't the most ear-piercing auditory torture you've ever heard. On top of calling me a fraud and saying that I should be put in prison for 5 years minimum, he doesn't just state that as his own opinion. He actually encourages his viewers and implores them to contact law enforcement and report me for fraud. All because I was sent Cash App donations by my fans who wanted to help contribute to the production of my content and also help with my legal fees. I went to jail twice in 2024, but he claims I made it all up. I never had legal issues, supposedly, so I guess I magically conjured up these mugshots like I do with everything else, according to him. And I'm sorry, but if you watch my videos and you come to the conclusion that all of this is created by me and everything is made up by me, why would you be criticizing me? You should be giving me my props and a round of applause. Like, how the fuck would I create all of this shit? Like, I think I'm a pretty bright young man, but I'm not that fucking brilliant. I barely know how to edit my own videos. Anyway, I just think that Kyle Keane is a really malicious piece of shit. And say what you want about me. I guess maybe some people think that I'm malicious and that I set out to hurt people, with my content. That's not the case. I just enjoy turning negativity into something funny and entertaining. That's what I've done my whole life. And this is what really upsets me about Kyle Keane, about his documentary and the narrative that he's pushing, because I've been through a lot of shit, especially in the past couple of years. I've been struggling with getting clean from opiates, relapsing, mental health issues. My ex abused me horribly. I was kidnapped and held captive for days, attacked with a knife. He tried to crash my car with me in it, etc., etc., etc. And I had to come to terms with my sexuality at a young age while existing in a highly religious, unaccepting environment. So many other things too on top of that. And I talk about all of this publicly in my content. Like, why is there nothing about that in Kyle Keane's documentary about me? Could it be he doesn't actually care about the truth? He doesn't care who I really am as a person, and he just wants to project this image of me being a horrible person with no redeeming qualities? He lies so much, and then even when he reached out to me for his documentary via email, I was like, you know what? you know what? I'm going to write him like a bunch of emails and make them funny as hell just to make his documentary a little more interesting and maybe get a laugh out of him. And what does he do? He makes another video and he straight up lies and says that all my emails were written by AI.
This email Ethan sent was another weird poem thing, and I'm gonna read this one because I don't think it's written by AI. He says, Primothy, oh Primothy, this expose will not be earning you an Academy Award. You are not the first to come along, poking around, asking questions. No, this ridiculous claims and wild goose chase has all been done before. The articles have a way of disappearing. Statements somehow get retracted. It is a strange phenomenon indeed. See, I think he wrote this one because it kind of doesn't make sense. It reads like a mob boss telling a reporter they better stop poking around or they're gonna get got. It's a little ominous. Okay, how many emails do we have left? Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna speed run the last few. So a couple days later, I was now 3 days late to posting the video from the original due date that I gave Ethan. So he sent me an email thanking me for canceling the video. I see that you have had a change of heart about posting the video. Praise be! You have earned my gratitude and respect. This choice will ultimately be most favorable to us both. May the Lord open. Does anyone here know what may the Lord open means? Does that mean something to anyone? Because I'm lost. Next email is titled Christmas Gift. Primincubus. That's a cute nickname. I would like to send a Christmas gift to you as a token of my appreciation for you scrapping your video project centered on me. Do you have a P.O. box? Okay, fine. He then sends another.
Says that I didn't write them. Just like all my videos are supposedly created by AI. Actually, you know, maybe I'm not even a real person. Maybe you're actually watching AI right now. But I think I'm an actual person. And unfortunately, what Kyle does for fun and to make a living, he just tears people apart. This documentary about me has countless ads and paid sponsorships on it. He's monetizing my expunged criminal record and my private mental health records regarding my addiction and substance use treatment. Very classy. Can you tell that he's morally superior than me? He's been sued for slander by other people because he honestly is a fucking liar. I'm telling y'all, he is a liar, and he tries to destroy people's reputations for no reason, for his own gain. All the while, he can't even post a picture of his own face. His fans are teenagers and little kids who know nothing about him. They don't know anything about him. They're in a Discord server with him. And although he likes to imply that I'm pedo and I'm a predator, that's what he likes to imply, which I'm not. And by the way, that disgusts me that he even tries to say that. I have someone spying on his Discord server, and he has very explicit conversations with his cult of little kid followers. He actually, I think he's projecting. He harassed a woman named Lily Jean, and she created a whole website about it called Bullyish, because thanks to Kyle's content about her, she received death threats. She was doxxed, stalked, harassed. She had her reputation dragged through the mud. She emailed me and she said she felt sorry for me because she knows how it feels, and she recommended that I don't use social media to respond to him. But I'm not listening to that. I think it's about time that somebody stood up to Kyle Keane and let him know that he is not the angel that he pretends to be. He is a liar, a manipulator, a predator, a dweeb, an incel, and worst of all, he's boring. He hates me because people actually want to watch me. So because Kyle set out on this virtuous journey to tarnish my name and reputation and expose me, newsflash, I've said that I'm a troll since the beginning. How are you going to expose me for being a troll? And I'm the best fucking troll there is. So to wrap this all up, I think Kyle Keane deserves some honest feedback on his content, specifically his content about me. His fans reach out to me daily and tell me that all my content is fake. They hope that I relapse on opioids and overdose, and they make homophobic remarks to me and tell me that I need to come out of the closet because, oh, I forgot to mention this. Surprise, Kyle Keane did such a shitty job at portraying anything about me, Ethan, the real person in real life. His viewers don't even realize that I'm an openly gay man. So, he needs some feedback. I'm going to comment some instructions below this video. Follow the instructions, and you will receive a personal message from me, Internet Sweetheart, and I will follow you back on Instagram. I love you guys. The Sweetheart Squad is as strong as ever, and I really hope you enjoyed this informative documentary, and I'm excited for the next Sweetheart season. This shit is about to pop off. Mwah. Love you all.